in the interest of keeping things moving, the last press conference, if you kind of, is Nintendo's Direct.
Yeah.
Which is on Tuesday.
Yup.
At 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
And so we talked about Smash. Just gloss over that one. They just had the Pokemon Direct. I would be surprised if there were anything Pokemon related at Nintendo's E3 Direct. It's probably why they did the Pokemon one, is because they were, trying to get this Direct under an hour.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree that there'll be nothing. I could see them going into more detail on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but I could also see them not.
Yeah, I kind of think that the reason the Pokemon Direct happened was because they had to shuffle some things out of the E3 lineup.
Yeah, it's very possible. That's very possible. Now that I think about it, because they would probably want that, like, during their big Direct.
Yeah, which I guess is kind of exciting if you think about, these Pokemon games didn't make the cut for the Nintendo's E3 Direct.
Yeah, I'd rate it in there, boyo. We've been down this road before. E3 2014, they had a whole bunch of awesome stuff announced before their Direct. And everyone was like, oh man, they have all this awesome stuff before E3? What's E3 gonna be like? And then E3 sucked.
The answer is disappointment.
Yeah, so I'm hesitant to go down that line of thought again.
That's totally fair.
Yeah.
But in terms of what we do think will be there, I definitely think we'll get something about the mobile Animal Crossing game. Fire Emblem Heroes has done very, very well for Nintendo.
Yeah.
They've really been branching out into that mobile marketplace a lot more. I do think that Animal Crossing is probably going to see a release sometime in the next year. They'll probably spend at least a little bit of time covering that one.
Possibly. There were rumors of a Zelda mobile title.
That's
as
true.
well. But, they don't tend to talk about the mobile titles in their Directs very often. At least not their, global ones. Like, for Fire Emblem, they had the Fire Emblem Direct that talked about the Fire Emblem mobile game. So maybe, I don't know, I feel like they would do, an Animal Crossing specific Direct to announce the mobile title, if that's what they were going to do.
Yeah. Maybe.
But I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Some new screenshots just came out for Fire Emblem Warriors. I think there's a good chance that'll see some airtime during the press conference.
That seems pretty... Because that's supposed to come out this year, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I believe Nintendo had said that their spotlight this year was focusing on games that were coming out in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Which means we're going to see ARMS, we're going to see Splatoon, we're going to see probably Fire Emblem Warriors.
Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey is going to be the front runner, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. We might get some more information about the as of yet unnamed Switch Fire Emblem game.
Possibly. I could see that going either way.
One.
Yeah. They'll probably give us a release date for the first DLC pack for Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not just it's out today.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. So I could see that going either way.
Yeah.
But we'll probably know when that's going to be out.
Here's a thought that's a little out there.
Okay.
How about, and back on the port bandwagon, the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD games. Do you think there's any chance that we could see something about that coming to the Switch, or maybe a new collection even of remasters of past Zelda games for the Switch?
Well, that sure is a thing you just put out there. Gosh, I would really be surprised if they did that. At least,
absolutely.
I would definitely say Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. I would be very surprised if they got ported to the Switch, because they were already ports. It's one thing to port Mario Kart 8 or Pokken or whatever because they didn't get as much playtime, but to port another port Like that, and so soon. Like that just, I really don't think they'd do that. I think the Switch has enough Zelda right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then here's on that thought though, like if they did a new collection included the Twilight Princess HD and the Wind Waker HD remakes, along with like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and just really put like all of the 3D Zelda games leading up to Breath of the Wild in one place.
You forgot Skyward Sword.
Oh yeah, well,
I don't
because
blame you
nobody
for
cares
forgetting
about
Skyward Sword.
There's a reason I forgot about Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
It's forgettable.
So that's an extremely ambitious thing you just threw out there.
Yeah.
It'd be cool, especially if they actually HD-ified Ocarina and Majora's Mask.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna happen.
If you use the graphics from the 3DS versions.
Yeah, I mean the 3DS versions looked really nice.
They did.
But yeah, that's not gonna happen. It's just not, like.
All right, yeah.
It'd be cool.
I'm pretty with you on that one.
But I don't know. It doesn't seem like their MO. I don't feel like they would want to muddy the waters with Zelda right now on the Switch. Like, when you think Zelda on Switch, you think Breath of the Wild, this amazing new game that everyone's been raving about. I don't know why they would want to be like, here are some other Zeldas too.
Well, it's.
But I guess they kind of maybe like to capitalize on that momentum.
Yeah, that was my thought. Is that Zelda exploded when Breath of the Wild came out. It was hugely popular.
Yeah.
Like the most successful launch title Nintendo's had, like even better than Mario 64 in terms of attach rates.
Yeah.
And I would not be that surprised to see Nintendo try and capitalize on Zelda fever a little bit. And they have done collection games in the past with
I'll say this. If they were going to do something like that, it would not be HD remasters of those games. They would just be straight up ports, like what they did for that promotional disc for the GameCube that had the two N64 and the two NES Zeldas.
Yeah. And when I say HD remasters, all I meant is taking the existing HD remasters of those games that already exist and putting them all in one place. Take the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time, the 3DS version of Majora's Mask, the Wii U versions of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker.
Yeah. See, though,
you don't have to add anything else.
See, though, that's a whole different thing, though, because you can't just take the 3DS versions of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. They utilize the second screen, for one thing. They also were designed to be at 240p. This is a 1080p console. Like,
sure,
you would have to do more work than just.
There would be more upscaling involved.
Yeah, and then it just gets into a weird mishmash of like these games are HD and these games are sort of HD or they're just ports. There's just it would be weird. It'd be weird.
That's fair.
Yeah, but Nintendo's done all sorts of weird stuff in the past, so who the hell knows?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely would be surprised to see something like that.
Yeah, I would be too.
But it was a crazy thought that occurred, and I wanted to throw that out there.
Fair enough. I just shoot it down like an asshole. That's how I roll.
Oh, I mean, somebody's got to be realistic in here. Yeah, I don't really know what else to expect.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo consistently defies expectation. Like,
it's true.
Whenever you think you know what they're gonna do, you don't. You never know what they're going. I mean, look at Mario and Rabbids. Like, literally nobody on the planet asked for that game. Literally nobody thought that would be a thing, and yet here we are.
And
there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, in terms of what I think Nintendo should announce, as I said, they should announce a Smash port. They should show Fire Emblem, or at least some sort of teaser besides just the logo for Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
We already established they're going to show ARMS, they're going to show Splatoon, they're going to show Mario. They'll probably show Xenoblade, because I think that's supposed to come out this year too. That's actually they'll probably have like a big trailer for that.
I'm sure.
I think it's time. I think they should announce a new Metroid game. I don't think they're going to, but I really think they should. Like, just they seem to be getting it with the Switch, like getting what their audience wants, and I feel like that would be a really powerful, hype-inducing thing to announce.
Yeah, a new Metroid game would even get Alden to buy a Switch. And he has been very adamant on not really wanting one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's definitely some hardcore Metroid fans out there, and it's a series that has really not gotten a lot of love lately, and I think it's due.
Yeah. As far as 3DS announcements,
oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing still somehow. I think Nintendo really needs to not with the 3DS. Like I understand why they are, but
sure, it's the safe bet.
Exactly, it's the safe. But like, if they did abandon the 3DS and just focused all of their efforts on the Switch, that thing would have a shit ton of software, really good software, like constantly churning out. And to be fair, they are doing pretty well right now with launching titles, first-party titles for the Switch. Mm-hmm. Like, we had Zelda, we have Mario Kart, we're gonna have ARMS in like a week and a half or something. We're gonna have Splatoon in a month. I think Rabbids after that, Pokken in September, Mario Odyssey in November or December. Like, that's a solid, like, that's pretty good for Nintendo these days.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, so I don't know. I don't think they're going to announce much for the 3DS. At least I hope they don't. Like, Fire Emblem Warriors is coming to 3DS as well. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Mm-hmm. I guess they have, like, Dragon Quest games that are coming to the 3DS still, I think.
Are they? I don't know.
I don't know if they're already out or if they're coming out. I don't know. They made a thing of it. They had a direct a couple months ago. They teased some stuff about Kirby's anniversary. Maybe we'll get something on that.
Yeah, I was thinking Kirby. Kirby's been getting a lot of love lately. I wouldn't be surprised to see something Kirby related on the Switch or the 3DS.
Well, because this year's his 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
And they announced, like, there's going to be a new Kirby title for the 3DS, but we aren't telling you what it is yet. Mm-hmm. So I imagine they'll probably talk about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Nintendo's not going to have very many surprises. I feel like they're not going to have many things that we don't already know about, and that's sad. But
yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
I would love to be wrong. Prove me wrong, Nintendo. Give me Smash. Give me Metroid. Let's do it. Like, you have the power to make this amazing.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm pretty much agreed on all points on Nintendo.
If you guys can't tell, I'm pretty much a Nintendo fanboy. That's all I really know about. The other ones, I was like, yeah, those are good points.
You make some very interesting points on that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couple other things I wanted to touch on. We're getting kind of long, but real quick, The Last of Us 2 got announced fairly recently. They had a kind of short cinematic trailer for it. I think there's a good chance that we're going to see something on The Last of Us 2 at E3 this year. It looked pretty far in development when they showed the trailer, and that was quite a while ago at this point. I think...
And I mean, that would be like something really good to show off. Like, the original was huge. Like, people loved that game.
Yeah, so. the original was fantastic.
Yeah.
They put out the HD version on like PlayStation 4, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
And like I said, the game was already announced. People know it's there.
Right.
Are we going to see something at E3? I think there's a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
And the other big company that I wanted to touch on that we haven't really yet is Capcom. Oh, we haven't talked about Sega at all yet either.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Sega's going to be, I feel like, going to be pretty predictable. They'll have Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
A bunch
Sonic
of
Mania.
crap that nobody cares about.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Sega pretty much just does, like, pachinko games and mobile games anymore.
Yeah.
We'll never see Phantasy Star Online 2. I've just given up hope.
We'll see it at the same time that we see Half-Life 3. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. They'll come out together at the same time.
It'll be a bundle. It'll be great.
Yeah. Sonic Mania might be there, but that seems like a more low-key release for them. Although, to be perfectly honest, I feel like, just anecdotally, people seem more excited about Sonic Mania than Sonic Forces.
Yeah. Well, Sonic Mania looks really fun. Like, I'm really biased because I like pixel art and that stuff, but, like, the animations and the art look awesome.
It looks awesome. I'm definitely gonna pick that one up.
Me too. Me too.
For sure. But yeah. Like Jet Set Radio in Your Wildest Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Sega's not really been.
Yeah. Sega's Sega.
Great. Sega's been pretty Sega lately.
Yeah.
If I'm being perfectly honest. But yeah. So Capcom. They've got a lot of stuff in the works. Definitely think we're gonna see Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. That game is like right around the corner. There's no way that it's not gonna be show ready for E3.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Double Cross Switch version just recently got announced.
That's true. Yeah, they'll probably show that off in some capacity, whether it's at Nintendo or someone else. But
yeah,
I don't know who
the only thing that makes me hesitant about seeing that one at E3 is that they haven't announced a Western release for that yet.
Well, maybe that's where they'll do it.
Yeah, they very well might announce a Western release and have a version there playable at the show floor. But with it currently being a Japanese-only game, I would be a little surprised to see it at E3, very obviously being at California, very US-heavy attendance.
Yeah.
I would be a little surprised to see it there without the caveat that it's getting a Western release.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I think that's the perfect time to announce the Western release, so...
Yeah, no,
it might not be playable, but...
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It would be a great time to announce the Western release. It would make people like me so very happy.
Yeah, and Nintendo's always liked Monster Hunter. Like, they've always given it pretty good attention in their directs and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm actually adding that to my Nintendo Direct predictions. I think they're going to confirm that release in their Direct.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, Monster Hunter, in my wildest dreams, instead of Double Cross, they announced Monster Hunter 5 on the Switch. But expectation-wise, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's no way they're gonna announce the next Monster Hunter before the one in development even comes out.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know why you even brought
Resident
that up.
Evil 7 has done quite well. I don't think it has matched the lifetime sales of previous Resident Evil games, but it's definitely on track to get there. It's been very well received, and they had previously announced that they will be coming out with free story DLC for Resident Evil 7. And I think we're probably going to get some more details on that, maybe even some paid DLC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I doubt we're going to see a new Resident Evil entry, but I think they're going to keep working on their Resident Evil 7 DLC train.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
My boy Mega Man. Boy howdy, am I not expecting to see anything on Mega Man.
I mean, they just announced Legacy Collection 2.
They did just announce Legacy Collection 2, but I would honestly be surprised if that were on the show floor.
Yeah, no, that's...
Only because, A, it comes out in, August?
I think so.
Soon.
Yeah.
And B, like, that is not anything that's new.
No,
like, it's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Like, people have played those games before. You know if you're going to be getting Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 already.
Yeah.
Like, you know what you're getting into. It's not the kind of thing that people need to get their hands on to really understand what it is.
That being said, wouldn't that be cool if they announced, like, a new Mega Man game for Switch? Wouldn't that be cool?
I would pee my pants with excitement. But I'm not going to bother putting on a diaper because it's not going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, I agree that it's not going to happen, but that would actually be, like, a really cool way to, like, bring the Mega Man franchise to relevancy again, to, like, have, like, a retro, or not retro art, but, like, retro gameplay with, like, a new style, a new art style and everything. That would be awesome.
That would be hype.
Yeah.
That would be hype.
Now's the time to do it. Mega Man and Smash and everything. That was the thing.
Yeah, I mean, people loved it. People love Mega Man.
Oh my god, that announcement, like, ask my wife. That announcement, like, I was going on and on about that for months. Like, Mega Man and Smash. Like, it's... To this day, she makes fun of me for being excited about that. Like...
Yeah, no, that's the thing that I just don't get.
Yeah.
Why Capcom has been giving Mega Man the shaft so many years in a row.
I know.
But, it is what it is.
Yep.
Alright, well, let's see here. What other... Oh, Street Fighter. They just came out with a new Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would be a little surprised to see anything Street Fighter there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Street Fighter related there. If anything, like character DLC or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't expect to see anything Street Fighter there. Phoenix Wright hasn't seen anything in a while.
That's true, I guess. I mean, they are, so, at least not as much in America. They did just release the 6th Phoenix Wright game, like, a year and a half ago. I know in Japan they had, like, The Great Ace Attorney, and they're working on The Great Ace Attorney 2, and that was, like, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, who apparently worked with Sherlock Holmes, which, yes, that's a thing. But they haven't given any indication that even the original is getting a Western translation, let alone the sequel.
Yeah, those games originally took a really long time to come to the US, because I know the original Phoenix Wright was a Game Boy Advance game in Japan.
And it didn't make it to the DS here. Yeah. That is true.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not inclined to think that they would announce anything Phoenix Wright related at E3.
I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, it's been almost an hour and a half now, so that's pretty much everything E3 related that I have in my little Google Doc here.
Yeah.
Talking points that I wanted to talk about. Yeah. Closing remarks. After having gone through this whole list and talked about stuff, I'm actually pretty excited about this year's E3.
Yeah.
I think there's the potential for some really cool stuff to happen. The knowns are, like, okay, but the potential is there for them to make some really awesome announcements.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a matter of whether or not they do it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Which is what makes this season so exciting.
Yeah. Because
if we knew everything that was going to be there, then it wouldn't be exciting.
Yeah. Maybe the next Do Talk will be the follow-up to E3, our reactions to it and everything.
Yes. Yeah, there's an idea. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked this sort of free-form discussion format, leave a like and a comment below. Let us know what you think. Also, if you have any thoughts on anything that we just talked about in the last hour and a half, definitely let me know. I want this to be sort of an open discussion. Post some comments down there. Let us know what you think. Are we totally off our rockers with of these predictions that we've made? We are.
Oh, with predictions? Maybe not. I don't know. We're definitely off our rockers.
Yes. Well, jury's out on that one. But yeah. Let me know what you think. And remember, if you liked this video, hit like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Really helps us out. Tell your friends. And we'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah. See ya.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to click that subscribe button to stay current on all things Do-Play. If you really like us, why not support us on GameWisp? We've got lots of awesome rewards for our subscribers, including early access to our videos and exclusive content. Thanks. Catch you guys next time.